Yo, what up, Street Talks? Eric Kim from the Eric Kim blog. So, not to be anyone's, not to be a party poop or anything, but this is my thought. I think actually there's no turning back. Society will never be the way it was before. And so for those of us who wish that, oh, you know, when are things gonna be the way they used to be? I think the wake-up call is things will never be the way they were, because this is what's happening. Social pandemonium, social contagion is a real thing, and even the disease aside, I think people's fundamental social fears are extremely heightened. And I mean, for the next however long so we experience it, and things are not going to go back to the way things used to be. So for example, I think people's not going to, you know, want to go into public as much. I don't think people's going to want to interact with other humans as much. I think, you know, people are not going to be getting new relationships, people's not going to get married, blah blah. And also I think in terms of jobs and the future economy, is going to be fundamentally altered for a long time. So what are we to do? I think that maybe the best thing is for us to accept the fact that essentially, like, things will never be back the same, and rather than kind of bemoan the fact that things won't be the same, thinking about how we could best adapt and actually even thrive and benefit from the situation. So these are some of my basic thoughts. You know, don't think about the industries which will be destroyed, which are pretty obvious. Let us think about what new industries will be born out of this. So for example, I think anything that revolves the internet and doing stuff from the home is going to be a good thing. So digital pedagogy, like, you know, teaching from home remotely, anything that has to do with, like, you know, health, mental health, physical health, fitness, food, blah blah. This is going to be important. I think actually right now entertainment is actually going to be even more important, because people are just going to be bored at home with nothing better to do. And you know, live streaming I think is going to get more popular. You know, more people are going to be watching YouTube. Have you noticed that YouTube's actually kind of slowing down a little bit? So YouTube's going to slow down. I think more people are going to listen to music to uplift themselves. And the good thing too is, like, if you're a budding artist right now, it's kind of your chance, because you could start making musics, photos of your experiences, use GarageBand or Logic or whatever it may be. Right now could also be a chance for you to learn how to code, to build your own apps, to start your own podcast, whatever it may be. And actually, this is one thing I find interesting about this brave new world, is that now that everything's closed down and, you know, essentially capitalism and consumerism is on pause, I think most people actually have a lot more money. Like, you know, if I'm not wasting my money going out to eat, drink, go to the club, buy a car, whatever, you actually don't need that much money. Like, you probably only really need money to, you know, pay your rent, buy food, and that's pretty much it. Like, what else do we really need? So I think more and more people are going to want inspiration to create art from home. So I think, you know, Apple's probably going to sell a lot more iPads, so people could be digital artists from home. And I think actually even for us photographers, you know, assuming you're able to leave your house, it could be a really great chance for us photographers to document this brave new world that we're in. And things aren't as boring. Like, you know, a lot of people kind of bemoan the fact that, oh, I wish I was born in a more interesting era. Yo, right now is the time that things are the most weird, interesting, and dramatic and radical. So we're going through a period of radical change, history in the unmaking, in the making and the unmaking. So right now is your chance to thrive. Right now is your chance to grow. Right now is your chance to, you know, become more as a consequence of all this craziness. So I think, you know, with all this chaos, randomness, scariness, terror that's happening right now, maybe it could be your chance to thrive.